What's going on, drinking buddies? You know what time it is. It is time for another fucking episode. Real quick, before we get into it this week, just a quick word from our sponsors, the beautiful people that make this shit happen. We are brought to you this week by our friends at Vinyl Me Please. Vinyl Me Please is a Record of the Month Club, the best damn Record of the Month Club. Every month, Vinyl Me Please sends one album that is essential to the modern vinyl collection. Each record is exclusively pressed for Vinyl Me Please and has features you can't get anywhere else, like bonus tracks, inserts, colored variants, and it comes packaged with a 12x12 album-inspired art print and custom cocktail pairing. Vinyl Me Please is not like Record of the Month clubs of old. There's no strings, no contracts, no guilt trips. You can cancel anytime. No hidden fees either. So you should check it out today. Go to joinvmp.com/ANWD. Once again, that is joinvmp.com/ANWD. We are also brought to you this week by our friends at Ghost Tequila. Ghost Tequila is a 100% agave Blanco tequila that is ghost pepper infused. Seriously, drinking buddies, it goes amazing in cocktails. Spicy margaritas, Bloody Marias, just shoot it on the rocks. It goes down smooth and just has a spicy aftertaste. Oh, it's so good. So good. If you are not in one of the lucky states that has Ghost Tequila, go to www.ghosttequila.com. Buy yourself a bottle today. Last but not least, we are brought to you by our friends at Laughable. Laughable is the #1 comedy podcast app on iOS, but it is not just for comedy. They have any podcast you want, and if it's not currently listed on Laughable, they will add it. Not only can you subscribe to your favorite podcast, you can subscribe to your favorite performers. You like a specific comedian? Subscribe to them. When they appear on any other podcast, it will show up in your subscription feed. And just announced, Q1 2019, Android support is coming. Yeah! Woo! I know you Android listeners have been waiting for it. You've been waiting to be up where the air is crisp, like us on iOS. It's coming. So get on that waiting list. And the minute it drops, Laughable will let you know. You can get on that mailing list at www.laughable.com. If you're an iOS user and you're not on Laughable already for some, I don't know why you wouldn't be on Laughable. Go to the App Store, download it now. It's 100% free. And on with the show. This week's guest is my homie, Asian Joe. Asian Joe he wears a lot of hats. He's designed a bunch of adult websites. He often does production work for Brazzers, Wood Rocket, a bunch of other companies. He's actually up for Most Outrageous Sex Scene, where he played a snowman this year. And me and him go a ways back, so this just gets to be a really silly fucking episode. I had a lot of fun recording it. I hope that you have a lot of fun listening. So pop a cold one and enjoy, drinking buddies. Anal leakage?
Yes.
Do you have that problem, Joseph?
We both had anal leakage, didn't we?
Yeah, actually we did.
Yeah.
We maxed out on some Korean barbecue, and then it was just like, the butt squirts.
Yep. Oh, we're gonna start with that.
Oh yeah. We were rocking and rolling with the butt squirts. Butt squirts.
I hope this episode is gonna be good. This should be good.
Oh, this should be fun.
This should be fun.
We've known each other for fucking years,
dude. Yeah. We've known each other since what? 2012?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, shortly after I moved to Vegas.
Yeah, you did. But then, some random guy followed me on Twitter. It's like, who the fuck is this guy out of the blue?
I have no idea how I came across your social media.
I think, was it because I was following Josh and Tegan?
Yeah, I think it was like a Josh and Tegan conversation that I got.
Yeah, and then you started following me.
Added in. I'm like, oh, okay.
And then I was like, oh, Chicago. All right, it's cool. All right.
Yep. So what the fuck's been going on, man? I saw you the other night at the nomination party.
Yeah. Free alcohol, man.
Yeah. Why do you think I was there?
Yeah, of course. You're always. Yeah, what? You tweeted to Peter Warren saying that I'm going to be sober.
Well, he was like, who's ready to party? And I'm like, I'm ready to be sober and mopey in the corner.
Yeah. I put a GIF, lies.
Like 4 people responded, yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's an open bar. The likelihood of you being there sober and mopey, almost 0.
Yeah. Well,
mopey, possibly. Sober, no.
Yeah. Porn people and alcohol does not mix whatsoever.
What the fuck are you talking about? What do you think this show is half the time?
Well, that's true. I'm actually drinking a beer, so.
Yeah. There's 130 odd episodes, and a good 40% of them are porn people and alcohol.
That's true. But I'm
just coming on here shitting on the show fucking first 30 seconds.
Well, what was the name of the show?
And Now We Drink.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought it was like, and now we'd be sober and talk.
Oh, yeah. That would be.
Today on NPR, we are talking.
Yeah. Oh, the most entertaining shit ever.
Oh, so yeah, we had a Korean barbecue.
We did.
Actually, I had one and 2 little dishes, and then how many did you order?
A few.
More than a few.
I had a few.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's all you can eat.
Yeah, and then we came back and we both took a shit.
Yeah, massive shits.
Yeah, anal leakage. A little
for
anal
anyone
leakage.
who's into that. Sounded like a shotgun when it came out.
Oh, damn. Mine was kind of like a slow.
Yeah, no, mine was not a slow burn in any way, shape, or form. I was actually a little worried about it when we were at the art gallery.
What was that?
About it needing to take a shit.
Oh, okay. What? Oh, the poem? Wait, I'm sorry.
While we were at the art gallery, it was kind of like, this is brewing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the poems that they're.
No, those definitely needed to make me shit too.
Yeah, they did. Oh my god! Can you imagine being at that art show? I mean, okay, so
yeah, we should probably back up and
backtrack.
actually let the audience know what the fuck we're talking about.
So I've just got nominated for AVN Most Outrageous Sex Scene by the makers of Water Rocket. The director is Leroy Myers and Vuko, who directed me, and they were actually in town for some kind of cultural art or cultural traffic or whatever it is. And so, hey, I told him, hey, I'll swing by and say hi and see how's it going. So we go there. I think they went to see another gallery and they were coming back. And so we went up there. We walked up there and, it's kind of like little booths around there. We're selling art, poems, whatever. And right in the middle of the area is just people reciting their poems or whatever artsy shit they're talking about.
I felt so out of place. I felt like I needed a beret and a French cigarette.
Yeah, there were a lot of hippies in there.
Beatniks, man. They're beatniks.
Okay, fuck, I don't know the terms.
Just we need bongos. We need a snap.
And then we met up with Igor, Driven by Boredom.
Yes, we ran Igor from Driven by Boredom, who was selling nudes of people we know.
Yeah, and I actually bought a book for him to support him and stuff like that. But yeah, he was kind of telling us, it's like, yeah, it's been going on for about an hour. It's like, oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he looked like he was in pure fucking agony. He was just, make it stop. Please, make it stop.
So we finally met up with Leroy, and he says, I pretty much regret coming here because, he's like, yeah, we're setting up the booth, and by the way, there's gonna be poems going on the entire time. It's like, I was not aware of this. Otherwise, had I known, I would have left.
He did leave. He went to another gallery.
Yeah, that's true. But then he could all right, since we're back, we're going to slowly pack our stuff and pretend that we're leaving or pretending that we're, moving stuff in and out of the place.
He's such a good friend because he originally slated us to help him pack up his stuff and carry it down. The poetry started again. He's like, just get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out while you can.
It's like, all right, peace out.
It's like, I understand. Just get out. Get out while you can. Save yourselves.
Yeah.
And we ran.
Yeah, we did.
And then we retreated to my place where we took massive shits.
Yeah, we did. And then now we're doing this podcast.
And now we're doing this podcast.
So,
after a little bit of caffeine, a little nicotine,
yeah,
a little
I see
alcohol.
we're wearing you're wearing the Exit Chicago. I'm wearing the Chicago Blackhawks. Represent Chicago.
Represent the hometown.
Yeah.
Speaking of the hometown, I don't know if you heard about this. Cobra Lounge canceled the show on Friday because one of the bands is an anti-Semitic band.
Wait, what?
They're anti-Semites.
So they just...
They're like a neo-Nazi fucking
right.
black metal band.
So they decided, no, we're not having those.
Yeah, they told the promoter either take them off the bill or the whole show is canceled. The promoter refused to take them off, so they canceled the whole show.
Wow.
So a big shout out to Cobra Lounge for doing the right fucking thing.
Really?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a Jew, so I don't know anything about that.
I checked my circumcision while I was pooping. I still am.
Okay, that's good to know. Well, Jews run the world, right?
We do.
Yeah.
Why do you think you're on my media?
I don't know. I was taking a shit in your house and it's like, hey, you want to do a podcast? Like, I guess.
A mic was just shoved in your face.
Why I'm taking a shit?
Yep, that's on the B-roll.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I had you use that bathroom. It's all mic'd up.
Oh, okay. Do you have cameras in there too? Because otherwise you...
Oh, I need you to sign a model release real quick.
Oh, okay. Gonna be on Clips for Sale or many
Fuck
days.
yeah, I'll kick you back some of it.
All right, cool.
Small percentage.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not unreasonable.
Hey, Asian male taking a shit, that's definitely a top seller.
Somebody's got to be into it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, you could be the crossover star of the year.
Oh, I could for next year. So yeah, so you got nominated last year.
I did indeed.
And what was your nomination?
Best non-sex performance. I'm an actor.
What was your role?
I played Rabbi Mordecai in Jews Love Black Cock. The audience is well aware of this.
Did you say that? What was the title again?
Jews Love Black Cock.
So when someone...
The audience is well aware of this shit.
So did you walk the red carpet?
I did.
And did people interview you during the red carpet?
A couple people did. No major outlets.
Oh, okay.
But I was dressed as a rabbi too.
Yes, you were. And so what was the conversation about Joanna, Burning Angel produced this, correct? And then Joanna Angel and Small Hands, they said that if they win, that everyone should go up there to stage, right?
I literally just told this story not too long ago, so
really?
I don't want to rehash it too much.
Okay, well, I didn't. So, but
well, I've told you the story, right?
You told me the story, but like, so you
the
just
quick and dirty.
So you just pretty much made an ass of yourself on stage.
Oh yeah. And thankfully, Showtime edited the fuck around it.
They did.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You just see me go up on stage. You see me hand the award to Joanna. Joanna gives her speech. We walk off stage. It's a thing of beauty. The most nerve-wracking thing ever. Watching it in my bedroom alone when I first saw myself go up to stage, I'm like, oh no, here it comes.
Oh my God.
And then nothing. Fuck yeah, Showtime editors.
That's cool. That's very cool. Well, look, I'm happy to be nominated. Because all the hard work of Wood Rocket.
So what are you actually nominated for?
I'm nominated for Frosty the Snow Job. It's a Christmas special, and it's me.
You sure it's not a Hanukkah special?
No,
you're not sure.
No, this is me. No, not me. It's Robbie Yacco, April O'Neil, and myself. So I play a snowman who comes to life by a magical carrot, and that carrot was between my legs, anatomically, because I was in a snowman outfit. So you can saw between my legs, and then I come to life. And it's like, oh my God, my dick. And we put April O'Neil on a rotisserie with me. Oh, Robbie Echo dressed us as Santa Claus. And so it was Santa Claus and a snowman she was giving me a hand job. So with the carrot, not physically there. But I was tested. So if there's any sexually transmitted diseases, it would not happen on that set.
So just in case you came inside the suit.
Yes, exactly.
Like, this is really arousing. This is my fetish. Pop.
It's like, there's a wet spot coming underneath the snowman. Can someone clean that up?
The snowman is melting. Yeah, that's water.
But I've done many different scenes for Wood Rocket. Favorite one was 10-inch Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is the Ninja Turtles parody. And I was one of the turtles in one of those suits. I was Leonardo. And then I was...
You're in Strokemon, too.
I am Strokemon as Cock. And I was also Groin in the Guardians of the Galaxy parody. I was Goldong for Power Rangers or Pounder Rangers, and quite a few other ones, like small minor roles in a lot of the Wood Rockets parodies, and it's always a fun time on set. They're the reason why I enjoyed doing the adult side.
Fuck yeah, I love those guys.
Yeah.
If you want to go back to a super throwback episode, Seth Speard from Wood Rocket was on the show, like episode 5 of the original Classic 288 stuff.
Okay.
So it's in the feed still. If you want to hear me and Seth drink some Evan Williams inside Wood Rocket Studios almost 3 years ago.
Okay.
It's there.
Cool. I'll look back in the archives and listen to it.
But any adventures at the nomination party this year?
This year, not really. I remember last year at the nomination party, there were quite a few girls that needed help escorting. Oh no, it was XRTO. Yeah, there's quite a few girls that needed help get a ride home.
That is not a euphemism. It means literally a ride home.
Literally a ride home because they have no clue where they're at. So
yeah, Joe's not taking advantage of drunk porn girls.
No, I'm actually the respectful person.
Yeah, man.
One of the few.
Oh yeah, so. I am wildly disrespectful.
You definitely are.
Thanks, Joe.
No problem. So, but yeah, but no. Besides doing extra roles, I also a production assistant for Brazzers for a little bit, and then Naughty America. And then lately I've been doing a podcast with a former WWE wrestler, Ryan Ryback Reeves. So the show is called Conversation with the Big Guy, and I'm pretty much the tech guy, but we just talk about random shit or current events and stuff like that. So, but usually, like, I stopped watching wrestling when I started going to college. It was like 2004, and I think he started wrestling for WWE. Maybe, I don't know. I'd never really seen his career, to be honest. So I kind of feel bad, but like, he won. I think he won the Intercontinental title one time, and so there's right behind me in the show. There's one right behind me. Oh, you're looking up his.
I might be.
Okay. What have you seen? He's from Vegas, so he's born and raised in Vegas. And how he got in the show, Phoenix Marie, a beautiful porn performer, was actually part of the show, and then mentioned my name to be part of the show as the tech guy, and kind of filled in for a little bit, and then Phoenix kind of got busy, and then I kind of like became the sidekick, but they keep calling me the third wheel for some reason. I don't know why.
Are you just cock blocking? What the hell?
I wasn't cock blocking, but
that's why I hear. Third wheel.
It wouldn't be a cock blocking if I'm in for the ride, wouldn't it?
Well, if you're the third wheel.
Yeah, but okay. So
just be like, yo, I'm here to hold the camera. I'm not the third wheel.
Exactly. Or if you need some lube, you need,
right. I'm here to PA this motherfucker.
If you need a wet towel or a wet wipe or something, I'm here for you.
Right. You need some condoms if you're doing a safe sex shoot. Yeah.
Sure. So what did you find out about?
He actually started in 2004 on Tough Enough.
Okay.
So you just missed him.
I just missed him, and so
by a cunt hair.
Yeah. So his famous tagline is "Feed me more," which has taken a new meaning to a lot of the porn girls who use his meme or meme, whatever it is. So every time a porn girl is craving for a phallic object in their mouth or inside them, they post "Feed me more" memes, and it's a picture of him.
So does he ever offer that service in real life?
Well, one of our sponsors is Blue Chew, and
nice dodge. Yeah. Nice dodge.
So yeah, I mean, we call them wrestling matches. So he would have wrestling matches whenever Blue Chew involved, and so far Blue Chew has been quite successful for him or for anybody who uses Blue Chew.
Is Ryback undefeated in that arena?
From what he told me, he has quite a few close matches. There's some,
but he always finishes on top.
Always finishes on top, but there's been some close 2 counts, or whatever, or a little bit out of the ring, a little bit, but yes.
So out of the ring anal?
What? Like when a wrestler like jumps out of the ring and brings out a chair or a bat or
foreign objects.
Foreign objects.
So Ryback's all about the sex toys, huh?
Well. I can't speak for him, so.
Well, you're his sidekick. I'd hope you know.
I'm not in the bedroom with him.
Yeah, but you're on set with him.
On set, no.
The podcast set.
The podcast where he doesn't have wrestling matches on the podcast. That would be really awkward.
For who?
I think probably not for me, but I'm sure for him.
He'll get over it.
Yeah, he is called the big guy, so again, I don't know the true definition of how he got the name Big Guy, but let's take his word for it. So
you got to be man on the street. Go get testimonials.
Yeah, I should get.
Just start walk around AVN this year with a mic. Be like, so have you fucked Ryback? Would you like to?
Well, no. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say,
would you like to have a match with Ryback?
Yes. Would you like to have a match with Ryback, or have you any close bouts with Ryback? So
how did that match go for you?
Yeah, he's actually he was at the at AVN last year, and then he got pretty wasted. Him and oh my god, I forgot his name. Diggler.
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph's there every year.
Yeah. So they're actually good buddies. And so they always have a good time.
Well, and Dolph's friends with Allie Hayes.
Is he?
Yep.
I did not know that.
That's why he's been coming around for years.
That's cool. I haven't seen Allie in like a minute.
Yeah, I saw the first time I met Dolph was through Allie and when she was still with Chris.
That's very cool. Wait, so now let's backtrack. So the first time we met, was it 2012?
I will put money I was drunk.
Yeah. And we met at Exotica in Miami. That's the first time we met.
Yes.
And we were
I was definitely drunk.
You were definitely drunk. And then were you at the pool party or no?
Yes. I was at the pool party because that was the pool party where everyone was trying to get me to fuck China.
Right. Well, I mean, who was the main guy that was trying to get you to do?
Josh.
Director Josh.
Director Joshua, Tegan Presley's husband at the time.
Yes. And so, but there's obviously fans know that there's a picture of you. Was it? What move?
I was suplexing China, but that was in Jersey.
That was in Jersey. Okay.
That was the Exotica before that.
Yeah. So China was there, and we were at one side of the pool, and they were on the other side. So she was with another girl and some other huge dude that was I think her bodyguard or whatever. I guess.
What really sparked it off was that she walked out to the pool in a bathing suit and made a 90-degree turn to come sit on my lap.
Oh, very cool.
She's like, Matt!
Yeah. And so did you guys had a wrestling match?
We did not.
Oh, that's
Which, rest in peace, China. I kind of wish I had at this point, just for the story.
Yeah, the story.
I was never attracted to her. But
how many people do you think they were attracted to China?
She did Playboy. I'm sure plenty of people were.
I guess.
She's a very nice woman.
Oh, yeah, she's very nice.
Super nice.
I met her. She was really nice.
And people were trying to pay me $2,000 to fuck her that night.
And you didn't take it.
Initially, there was some thought about it, and then it's like, oh, no. We're paying you $2,000 for a scene.
Okay.
Whoa, breaks. I've never wanted to be male talent.
Well, what were your initial fears?
I just didn't want to do it.
No reason? Just didn't want to do it?
And it's always been my thought process that I like to choose who I have sex with. I make really bad choices quite often.
I've heard many of your sex stories. And yeah, I mean, you made some really bad choices, but this could have been your best choice. Because you could have got $2,000 out of it. How many times have you had sex with one and you actually got paid?
Never.
Exactly.
That has never fucking happened.
Exactly.
Well, and it also made for some awkwardness because Alexis Texas was flipping me shit really hard.
Why?
She's like, what do you mean you don't want to do it?
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. What's wrong with being talent? Just getting really kind of pissed off that I thought there was something wrong with being
It
talented.
could have been China, then Alexis, Texas, and damn, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, I've just never wanted to be talent. Never wanted that job. Plus, I foolishly, in the back of my head, thought I could hook up with someone I actually wanted to hook up with that night, which definitely did not happen and will never happen.
It didn't happen.
My drunk, delusional ass was like, oh, this girl's always been super flirty with me, and she's at the party too. I'm not going to go fuck China, who I do not want to fuck. I'm going to try to fuck this performer, who is way out of my league.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I think it's on. It was not on. I wish I had a narrator to be like, and it was not on.
With Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, just Morgan Freeman narrates. And Matt thought it was going to be on, and it was not on. It was definitely not on.
Matt had to crawl through some shit just to get to the pussy, but alas, it didn't happen.
Yeah. No, that girl kicked me in the head over the course of the evening. Literally, we were sitting in one of the cabana chairs, and I was being a drunk flirt jackass. I took her shoe off, and she kicked me in the head with the other foot.
But later on that night, all of a sudden, China, so back at the pool, China was just like, her head was like back over, and then this big guy had to carry him out. And I was with Josh at the time, and he looks over, and is like, who the fuck is that? And then someone's like, oh, I think it's China. I was like, oh, it can't be China. And so I walked over there because I'm a nobody at the time. I walk over there and I walk back. I'm like, yeah, it's China. It's like, and then she didn't sign at all.
She signed a little bit the next
she
day.
did?
And we had to carry her out in a wheelchair, and TMZ got called on her.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And my audience has heard this before. I have some residual guilt about that whole situation.
Because you were involved with it?
Well, because China had been sober up until Exotica, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Her first drink in a long time was with me.
Oh.
Like, I didn't know.
You killed China.
Yeah.
No. But look, the thing is, though, she's an adult. She has the ability to make her own choices.
Oh, no, 100%. I'm not really losing that much sleep over it, but it's still like, oh, yeah, you can have a drink attitude, because you know me at this party.
You're
like,
all about giving out alcohol.
Like, come drink with me. And I didn't know China was sober. She just kind of mentioned, like, yeah, I haven't had a drink in a while. I'm like, oh, it's okay. The Continental Breakfast opens soon. You can have one.
And how many drinks did she had?
A few. But by fast forward to Miami, which was 4 or 5 months after New Jersey, she had airplane bottles in her purse.
Oh, wow.
Like, she was just one of these people that unfortunately can't regulate. Couldn't regulate, and it's fucking sad.
It's addictive. Alcoholism is a disease, and so it's.
What are you talking about?
As you pop open the fucking bottle, you, sir, have a disease.
Oh, I don't have to drink. I just like to.
Yeah, until your liver says you should stop.
Hey, the doctor says my liver is perfectly fucking healthy.
Fuck, how much you paying that doctor?
I don't know. I have insurance.
Then that doctor is taking a lot of money out of insurance just to say you're okay.
America, fuck yeah. Oh, God, I just sprayed alcohol in my eye.
That's what, someone's telling you something.
A little karma.
Yeah, a little karma.
94 proof bourbon, right?
Yeah, it's probably the same feeling of girls getting cum in their eye.
I hope to never know.
Yeah, well, that's probably...
It's been a long time since I've had such a spray where I could shoot up by my face.
Yeah, it's getting old.
Yeah, no. Remember back being a teenager, you could pop a load right over your own shoulder?
Sure.
Never had that happen?
Well, dude, it's ages ago, probably.
No, I definitely remember being a teenager being like, wow, shit, I had to dodge that one.
Like the Matrix.
Yeah, the Matrix dodged my own load.
Well, it's funny because, like, I've actually, besides PAing, I actually held camera before. And this one dude, he shot it like a load, and he missed his mark, and his shot went straight towards me, and I saw that coming. Like, it was in slow motion, and I Matrix out of the way while holding the camera, and so
what you should have done is try to catch it with the lens. Just let it hit the fucking lens.
Yeah, then I have to fucking clean it.
Not your camera.
It is my camera.
Oh, well then you fucked up there.
Yeah.
Because that's what PAs are for. PA clean this camera.
Yeah, I was a camera guy and a PA at that time.
Oh,
so.
well then you fucked.
Yeah, I was
then
fucked.
You fucked.
But I dodged it and still made.
But for the art, Joe, you could have done it for the art.
No, there's been I've been in other scenes where there's been a splash into the lens before. So
I kind of lost track of you during the party. What all went down this year? Like
I was just mingling. Because I actually was sober. I had like a couple beers, and then because I drove, so I was being responsible, and I had a few people with me and kind of mingled. Towards the end of the night, I actually met up with Jeff Koga. He does he's one of the photographers for a lot of the AVN shows, and so I met Megan Malone, Jill Cassidy, and Kimber Vales was all taking photos. Provocative photos.
I feel super bad.
What's that?
Megan Malone slid into my DMs the day after, like, hey, I said hey to you at the party and you didn't say anything. Like, whoops.
When was this?
I don't remember because I'm not that person to.
Well, when did she tweet it or DM you?
The next day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like.
Did she knew who you were or what?
Yeah, no, I know Megan.
Oh, okay.
She's supposed to have done the show a couple times and it hasn't quite panned out.
Did you offer alcohol?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, see, there's the DMs.
Oh, okay. Definitely look in your eyes and wow. Okay.
I'm like, oh, I was a bit of a shit show. I just did my typical. I was drunk.
Well, here's the thing though. Like I was with Javers or Steve Javers, one of the used to be the writer for AVN, but
also former guest on this show.
Yeah, former guest of the show. But I was talking to him, and then another guy came over and started talking about politics.
I heard my name.
Yes.
I had to come out to the chat.
So
you gotta say it on mic, sir.
Yeah.
To verify Joe's story, I heard my name. I happened to be just off mic, so I'm joining the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve happens to live here too.
Yeah,
So.
he does. That's true.
Yes.
He just came in. No, I was talking about at the AVM party how I was hanging out with you, and all of a sudden, what was it? Chris Streams and Piasso came in.
Yes, well,
So-
yeah. Just this past week, actually. So
Yes.
this is new.
But you guys were talking about politics, and it's like, all right. I kind of slowly walk away. It's like, I think I should back up a little bit. It's like, all right, you guys enjoy your little political spot. And it's like at a porn party.
At the porn party, we happened to cover Hillary Clinton, the immigration crisis, the war in Yemen.
We're solving
sex trafficking, the caravan at the border. Are there lizard people? We listen to our friend Sam Tripoli's podcast a little bit. So,
You know who believes in lizard people, right? Cagney Lynn Carter.
No.
Oh,
that
hardcore.
surprise me. Yeah. So
I think it's actually part of the reason she doesn't talk to me anymore.
we have this sea of people, around us.
Sure.
As happens at
Because we're solving one problem at a time at an
one
AVN
problem
at
at
a
a time.
porno nomination party.
Look, it was just the midterm elections. We had a blue wave.
It wasn't a blue wave. It was like a little.
Definitely a blue wave.
It was a little. It was.
Anytime Orange County, Reagan country becomes fully Democrat, there's not one Republican. That's a blue wave on the
Oh,
OC
boy.
on the OC shores.
Oh, great.
Not that we're going to talk about.
Can we
politics
talk about
today,
piss and ass? And
Yeah, we'll get back to
vaginas?
tits and ass.
All right.
It was more just the juxtaposition of our intense political argument, and of course, the corrupt, treasonous,
We have taken a left turn on
dirtbag we have in the White House. We covered a lot of topics, so it was just nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's cathartic to talk about these issues and get it all out.
Meanwhile, there's beautiful girls showing their pussies and titties all over the place.
Literally, I took one step into the conversation, saw my date was scurrying away, and we're like, I gotta catch my date.
Dude, you were talking the entire party. I'm looking over to Jabbers, like, oh my God, I want to talk to Jabbers, but I did not want to be involved with this.
You should have dragged me away. But it was fun.
You were into it. So it's like, all right.
Some people you talk about certain issues with, and it's fun and strange and weird at the same time.
Yeah, it's definitely weird.
But important. We have to talk about these.
That's
things, Joe.
this is true, but I don't think that was.
Steve, do you want me to just set you up a mic?
Mike.
Yeah, we can just set you up a mic, and you can just sit down.
Yeah, with the mic. Or you got stuff to do.
I have.
You got stuff, important stuff like.
I'm leaving for New York tomorrow.
Oh shit!
Packing
No pants party in the house.
Oh shit! That guy think I'm leaving after this.
This guy's got the apartment to himself for the full week, so
he's gonna be jerking off all over the place, dude.
Oh no, I'm gonna invite people over to help me with that.
No, yeah,
I'm gonna come back with the black light.
Yeah, exactly. Bring the black light. Bring some bleach. Lights all the shit up.
I own the couch. It's okay.
I'm gonna have those little booties you have to put on your shoes and a
hazmat suit.
Hazmat suit. Yes.
Oh, all right. Thanks, Steve.
And that was Steve Javers, former managing editor of AVN,
Yeah.
popping in momentarily.
But I was actually at the Xmas party too the night before.
This is the second year in a row I forgot to RSVP.
For which one?
For XBiz.
But the thing is, though, like the XBiz was just like meh. Same.
That's what I heard from fucking everybody. I mean, not to talk shit about XBiz.
No, not to tell. Like, I mean, well, thing is, I wasn't nominated for it. Yeah, well. You're not with them anymore.
As Steve said off mic, one of his former employers.
Whatever, Steve.
I love how there have been a couple hundred episodes recorded in this apartment. My roommate still doesn't know to not talk off mic.
I just like shouting.
You like shouting.
He likes causing me post-production.
Well, remember, he's a writer. He's not a radio or podcast aficionado.
You know what, though? I should be.
You should.
I should be.
You should be.
I might be more adept with the spoken word than I am the written word
Yes.
these days. I'm having a little writer's block, so a little more diarrhea of the mouth and a little.
Oh, we had diarrhea earlier. We both had diarrhea earlier. And by the way, your toilet paper is a little by the way.
There's plenty under the sink, my friend.
Okay, well,
there's more where that came
considering the
from.
fact I didn't want to like.
This isn't a one-roll household.
Well, dude, I don't know. I never live. I don't stay at this place, so I didn't want to shimmy across the bathroom.
Come on, we're Jews with Jewish bowels.
Joe's gonna drag his asshole across our wooden floor to get a proper wipe.
Yeah, exactly. But hey,
oh man, I don't want to have to call Handy tomorrow.
Yeah. But hey, at least you got the wet wipe, so that saved me. So thank you very much.
That is, by the way, pro tip, dudes. If you don't have wet wipes in your bathroom,
there's something wrong with you.
You should.
They're multi-use. Not only can they clean your asshole, they can clean your load off your partner.
That is true. We have done that many times.
Not we.
So any sort of moist towelette that you have, it's helpful.
Yeah, definitely helpful.
Eating ribs, cleaning sex fluids, cleaning
cleaning barbecue sauce off your genitals.
It's multi-purpose.
Sure.
Hey, sometimes ribs and sex happen at the same time. It's fucking messy.
I've been tempted to lube my balls with Peter Luger's barbecue sauce. Like that's a good.
Is it a little burn, a little bit, spice?
What the fuck happens when I'm out of the country? Jesus Christ.
I don't know. It's just, sometimes you're tempted to do weird things.
Oh, God, I can't get the thought in my head now.
We have broken Joe. We've broken Joe.
I have seen a lot of things in my life.
Joe, this guy who's nominated for most outrageous sex
Yes.
scene. We just broke him.
Actually, yeah, I mentioned that I was tested for that, too. So always know your status. Even though they're using your carrot dick.
No, I gotta know, spicy or mild sauce when you do that.
Well, I mean, I think for the ribs I'd go spicy. Any bodily purposes, mild, just so it doesn't.
Yeah.
You don't want any. Might throw off your pH balance
For sure.
Well, her pH balance. Unless you're inserting ribs into yourself, Steve. That is so not kosher.
Haven't gone there.
So not kosher.
Pretty bad.
Definitely,
Pretty bad.
definitely not kosher.
Well, if they're pork ribs.
Yeah.
If you could get a beef rib in your asshole, bravo, sir, bravo.
There's some talented gapers.
I'm just talking about you.
Oh, well, I have no talent in that area.
We have taken another left turn in this conversation.
The show does that sometimes. The show has been known to tangent here and there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like since I do my podcast with Ryback, they kind of like more vanilla people, and I kind of like definitely try to make things a little uncomfortable for them.
Oh, I try to make shit weird for the vanilla guests all the time.
Well, I'm not really vanilla. I'm more of a tan color person.
Well, I wasn't talking about you, sir.
Oh,
I was talking about other vanilla guests.
Yeah. So they're like white people. They're like Caucasians.
There have been some Caucasians on the show. One or two. I try not to book them, but they keep showing up. Fucking white people.
Let's cut that audio.
No, I'll just loop of me like fucking white people.
Fucking white people.
Fucking white people. Hey, white people hold all my fucking debt.
I thought the Jews are. The Jews.
Yeah, white people.
Well, I mean, you're a Jew, so right, kind of.
Yeah, last I checked.
All right, good.
As I said,
we had this conversation before.
I checked my circumcision earlier. It's still there.
I'm circumcised.
Well, cool. Good on you.
I'm not a Jew though.
You sure?
Did a rabbi do your
No, I
circumcision?
don't think so. I think it was this guy off the street that my parents found.
That's one way to do it. At least he didn't bite it off and suck the blood out.
What? There's been instances of that?
No, like the really religious Jewish sects. That's how they do it.
What?
Not only is that how they do it, that is true. That's like the super crazy religious. As another member of the tribe, I'm just chiming in here.
They bite.
But there's actually been instances of the moil, the guy who does the snipping, the religious figure who does the snipping, who does it with his mouth. They've actually given the baby herpes
Yep.
from doing that. It's been in the papers. It's been in, headlines.
All over New York.
Wow. And didn't anybody say, "Hey, let's not do this"?
God says it's cool.
As with most religious things, it's obviously complete utter bullshit, fairy tale, whatever. I don't know what the significance is, but what significance could there be to orally with your mouth doing that?
Foreskin may be very tasty. Who knows? Fry it up with some onions and butter.
Oh
I
yeah.
wonder what it says. Like, what
Like
is
little pork
what is
skin,
the
little
what
pork
is the
skin?
justification? What is the religious aspect to it?
Dude, foreskin pork rinds.
That's probably the most disgusting thing I've heard.
Oh my God.
Though,
They're kosher.
Not far off visually from each other.
That's true. Just fry them up and serve them up. Serve them up at a fair or something.
Salt them, nice and crunchy. They're kosher.
Fried Jewish foreskin.
That should be like something, a snack in some like comedy horror movie or something like.
Just the moil just snacking on foreskins.
Oh my God! Wow, Jesus Christ!
I don't know. Let's write a movie where that's included somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Hey. Anyone listening to this, that's our idea. Do not steal that shit.
Trademark it.
Trademark it. Wow. Okay. So, where were we? Oh yeah, we're talking about the AVN parties.
Yeah, we were talking about the AVN party before foreskins started getting fried.
But no, it was a lot of people came up to me because I actually live in Vegas, and they kind of looked at me and was like, "What are you doing here? You just drove out all the way from Vegas to come hang out at this party?" And it's like, "Well, yeah, I'm part of the industry. It's like, what's wrong with me being here?" So I've been getting a lot of that. And for you, a lot of people noticed that you used to live in Vegas, and then when you moved out here to LA, a lot of people didn't know you were living here.
Yeah, it took about 2 years of me living in LA for people to be like, "What are you doing here, man? Don't you live in Vegas?" Show up on set. People that I'm real life Facebook friends with be like, "What are you doing here, man? You live in Vegas." Like, bro, I moved here 2 years ago.
Right. And so it's like, hey, by the way, you guys got to have a AVN coming in January. So all the people that works in LA or live in LA got to be in Vegas. So I'm literally going to every one of them is like, "Hey, what are you doing here? This is Vegas. You should be in LA." Well,
You will get so fucking tired of that. In about an hour, you will go through 100 people.
No, I'm gonna record my voice and press it and repeat it over and over again.
Your thumb's going to get sore. You're going to have like fucking Nintendo thumb.
I'll just make a program. I'm a programmer. I make websites.
All the button mashing.
Yeah.
All of it.
How many times you mash your phone?
Oh,
like,
dude.
sending text all the time.
My thumbs
You
are
probably
all fucked
got
up.
thumbs. You got thumbs of steel, don't you? You got that kung fu grip.
That's what she said?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why I have to masturbate with my left because the right's too strong.
Yeah. Well, it's stranger, right? Sounds like it feels like another person.
Well, the left's just more gentle.
Yeah.
The right just wants to tear it right the fuck off.
Right. Because you got that strong arm.
Yeah, just
strong
right,
like bull.
Right out of the base. Like, no. That needs to stay attached.
Yeah. So, but I obviously enjoyed the party. It's good to see old friends that the people I work with. And definitely thoroughly enjoy this industry. It's more... what I love about the industry, they're more accepting, regardless of who you are, what you do. Obviously, there's some, it's high school drama sometimes, but
Sometimes.
I'm being kind, but overall, I mean, I met some really cool people. That's what I enjoy it.
I enjoy the parties as much as I bitch about them. They're fun, especially when there's
because
open
you're
bar.
there because of the free alcohol.
Well, yeah.
If you had to pay for alcohol, would you still go? You have to think about that.
AVN, if the bar was not open, I would lovingly come and support the event. Because
Where's video of this?
support the industry. I would be there, dressed as nice as I get, because I support the industry. Though, do not close the open bar. Was that sincere enough?
Where's my lies meme or meme, whatever it is? God, whatever it is.
No, of course I'm there for the open bar shit.
Yeah.
Well, and I had a date for this one, so I'm like, yeah, I'll show up. I'll actually walk the carpet.
Yeah. There's a picture of you. I have no idea what the fuck you're doing on the red carpet.
I'm just kind of like, I have a drink.
Yeah, you do.
Actually, I had 4 of them I had 4 empties stacked before I even made it on the carpet.
Well, speaking of drinking, didn't you record a Vine video of me making a cocktail for myself?
Oh God, back when Vine was a thing, kids.
Yeah. Remember Vine was a thing back in the old days? Back in my day,
before Instagram had video, Joe here decided he wanted to try to commit suicide in Josh and Tegan Presley's kitchen. Joe's preferred method to commit suicide was to mix a bunch of alcohols that have no business.
It was four.
Four alcohols that have no business being
Four
mixed.
simple ingredients that anybody has most people have in their household.
Yeah, most people have bleach in their household. You should put that in a cocktail either.
Okay, so here's the deal. It was Memorial Day weekend. We're just having a good time. I already had Josh's choice of drink is Jaeger.
In those days, yeah.
Yeah, and he decided, hey, let's take some shots. So I took one. Okay, then I was like, oh, cool. It's a little rough going down for first time, like always, because Jaeger is not always the most pleasing taste when you're putting it down your mouth. Then within probably a couple minutes, let's have another one. And then a little bit better, easy to go down because you already coat your throat. Then let's have another one. And then all of a sudden, I had 5 shots in me. And so I'm feeling pretty good within 30 minutes. And I look down. Everyone's having a different variety of different types of drinks. Look down, I see, little shot glasses there, and I see a little vodka. And then I see a bottle of wine. Then I see a bottle of tequila. But the problem is that when people take shots or take a little sip and stuff like that, they don't fully drink it. They're pussies. They don't complete their drinks. There's thousands of people or millions of kids in Africa starving to death and stuff like that, and we're all wasting, valuable alcohol.
Not me. I don't waste a drop.
Yeah, but there were quite a few people, and so I decided, you know what? Let's put in one drink and see what happens. So I pour Jaeger in a nice little cup. Then it was actually the wine glass because it had a little bit of wine in there. I put that in there, and then I put the tequila in there, and oh boy, there's me.
I still have the video, apparently.
That is a lot. That I do not. Obviously, I do not remember after. For what I remember, so it was Jaeger, wine, tequila, and vodka in one drink. This probably should be called the Asian Joe Special.
So I'm going to repost this stuff to Instagram.
Yeah.
Because it's been 6-7 years since this one.
Yes.
And it's still on my iPhone for some fucking reason.
Oh, yeah, and you have new iPhone.
Yeah, it's been in the cloud the whole fucking time.
Oh, shit.
And because it's Vine, it's in 7-second increments.
Yeah.
So I'm going to re-upload all that to Instagram when we get off air tonight. I'm like, I think I still have this, and I do.
Yeah, you do.
We have photographic proof of that shit.
And so that night, all I remember was pouring a drink, and that's it. And then I remember pouring a drink and then waking up on the couch. That's all I remember. And then I never got the full story of what actually happened to me.
I believe a fair amount of vomiting.
Yeah, I'm sure. But from what I've heard, that I was vomiting and also cleaning up myself.
Yeah, you were. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
You were just so apologetic. You're like, I got to clean this up.
Yeah. And so if you do see me drink or get drunk, I do have a tendency to clean for some reason. I have no idea why. So, but apparently I made another drink after that. So, that I do not remember the second drink at all.
Oh, it was a really ill-advised second drink too. We were all like, "What are you doing?"
Okay, well, from what I've heard in the video, they says that you're not going to do another one, or I dare you. No, I heard a lot of dares. There was a lot of dares you wouldn't drink at. There's a lot of dares. So apparently my mind says, "Oh, you think I can't do this?" And so the brain is telling me no, but the alcohol said yes. Or I was like, "Oh, I'll prove you wrong."
Yeah, that was. We thought you were going to die, 100%. We were like, Joe's committing suicide right now. I don't know what's so wrong in Joe's life that he wants to do this to himself.
But okay, so I'm surrounded with a bunch of friends, and none of them even tried to stop me.
Oh yeah, we're a bunch of horrible bastards.
Yeah, you are horrible.
This is the same group of friends that tried to pay me $2,000 to fuck China.
Right. So, but you decided no because you didn't want to. You didn't have a reason to.
No one forced you to drink that drink.
Yeah, but you could have stopped me.
You're an adult.
You're coming back to eat my own words, I see.
You're an adult, and you were in a safe environment. It'd be one thing if you tried to drive after that. We wouldn't let you drive.
Well, no, the reason why I couldn't drive because I fell in the pool and I had my car keys in it, and then the remote didn't work.
Either way, we weren't going to let you drive. Like, it's well and good to let your friend get alcohol poisoning in a safe environment.
Yeah. But what's worse is that Josh and Tegan had a daughter at the time, and she was like,
she's still alive, folks. Like, don't make Joe sound like, well, you're like, they had a daughter. They have a daughter.
They have they have a daughter.
Yeah, she's not in past tense.
Right.
I just wanted to clarify that.
So they have a daughter, and her bedtime was pretty early, and I woke up, and then I see her walk out and see me lying on the couch, and she looked at me as if I did something wrong, even though she slept the entire time.
She just knew.
She just knew. She just looked at me and knew that I did something really bad the night before. So when you have a 7-year-old child come up to you and look at you in disgust, you know you did something bad.
Yeah. I'm fairly certain, like, the neighbors knew you did something wrong.
I'm pretty sure. I think didn't they came over?
They might have.
Yeah, they might have come over.
I was a little drunk too.
Yeah, you were, but at least you had some self-control.
Yeah, and a tolerance. And
yeah, well, you've been training your body. I barely drink.
Oh yeah, no, I try to be an Olympic level drinker.
I'm surprised. Ever since Beer Fest, I'm surprised there haven't been a beer competition or like a competition. I know they have didn't they have running marathons or something where they have a track where they have a beer. Like every lap or something.
That sounds like way too much fucking effort.
Yeah, I don't think you would make the first
I'd be like,
laps.
I'm gonna run my ass to the bar, sit down, and then let the bartender stay on their feet and give me drinks. That's how this equation works. I do not put in physical effort until I'm good and drunk, and then drunken walking or drunken sex happens.
Yeah.
That's the physical effort.
How many times have you been successful as a drunken sex?
Often.
Often?
Often.
Often you don't get any like like whiskey dick or
So my problem when I'm drunk, the audience has heard this probably too many times that they want to know about.
well, in case you get new listeners, they would like to listen to your stories.
Hopefully you bring some new listeners in.
I hope so.
Me too.
I'll definitely tweet you and stuff like that. So yeah.
My problem is 9 times out of 10 when I'm drunk, I have problems finishing, not getting up.
That's the worst. Especially when a girl is like waiting for you. It's like, dude, I'm done.
Yeah.
I got mine. Where's yours?
Or it's they put on the come for me, like, and I'm like, I'd love to. For fuck's sake, I would love to. I just can't fucking finish. I'm so sweaty and tired right now. I just want to come.
Okay, all right. I think my ears are kind of. I do not want to hear this part.
You don't want to hear me pop?
No, that sounds like the worst. No, I understand why you don't want to be meltdown because you'd be the worst meltdown ever.
I would not be the worst male talent ever. There is definitely people that would be worse than me. Not by much, but I'd be like number 99 out of 100, not 100.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised they haven't made like the worst acting award in the porno.
Hey, that definitely wouldn't be me. I was nominated for a fucking acting award. Thank you.
As a rabbi.
Yeah.
In what?
Jews love black cock.
Jews love black cock.
With an all-Jewish cast except for the African American folk.
So from what since you're part of it, you also love black cock.
I'm an actor. I was acting about loving black cock.
Oh,
yes.
okay. That's so you're a method actor. Kind of, right?
Ha. No. I have nothing against black cock.
Uh-huh.
I don't really love any cock. Don't even really love my own some days.
No.
Some days it really makes me make really dumb
why-
decisions.
You know, the penis is it's an ugly organ.
No. I have regularly questioned what the fuck women see in us.
Yeah. I just boggles my mind. How can you put that inside you and let it know and put it in your mouth? I don't understand that.
Also, dudes out there, in what world do you think your cock is pretty enough to just send to some woman?
You know what? I've talked about this on my podcast many times. Well, not my podcast, but the podcast that I'm in. I get fucking dick pics. I don't know fucking why. Because I'm post pictures of girls that I hang out with, I get fucking dick pics. Like, hey, can you give me? I would love to be in the industry. Or what do you think of my dick? And it's like my favorite one is some dude sent me a dick pic. Hey, what do you think? I said, dude, go fucking see a doctor. There's something wrong with it. You really need to go see a doctor. Otherwise, it's gonna be painful, and the girls will not like it. So it's like, well, what should I tell the doctor? Dude, just go to the doctor, drop your pants, and say there's something wrong with my dick. He's like, really? He's like, yeah, your doctor will know what's wrong with your dick. From what I've heard, I don't know the medical term for it, but he's gonna give you a cream. Put it on for a couple weeks and it's gonna be cured. Don't worry about it. So trust me on this. And so 2 weeks later, I get a message back. It's like, hey, I saw my doctor and he says it was fine. And it's like, oh, then it must have cleared up by himself. All right, good for you, man. Can you imagine the doctor? All of a sudden, the guy comes up to me and drops his pants. Like, hey, can you look at my dick?
So wrong, man. That's so wrong.
Hey, dude, that's what happened when you send me fucking dick pics. I will tell you there's something wrong with it. Go see a fucking doctor. Don't fucking send dick pics. Not even to a girl. Like, you don't do that in fucking public.
No,
like,
don't send dick pics.
Yeah, what if I'm a fucking cop, dude? And it's like, dude, like, you're soliciting a fucking unwanted dick pic. And it's like, what if you send to a fucking minor, dude? You're going to fucking jail. And, it's like, what logic is this person? It's like, here's my dick.
It's the logic of, in what world do you think you have a pretty penis?
Right.
In what world do you think any penis is pretty?
Right. It's crazy.
It's absolutely crazy. A segment we tried to start out a while back, like years ago on the show, back when Draven was still on the show with me,
Yeah.
was we were going to judge dick pics on everything but the dick. So we were going to talk about the background, their lighting choices. Unfortunately, we never got enough dick pics to really make it an ongoing
But the problem
segment.
with dick pics is, like, it's not the first dick pic they took. And But a lot of them are either straight down or putting a can next to their dick or just in the bathroom. So it's like you don't see really the background, do you?
Well, we had one where like dude like full frontal in obviously a public bathroom, and he got fully naked in a public bathroom, like clothes folded up on the toilet. And we're like, bro, we're making fun of his pubes.
Yeah.
We're making fun of like, who gets fully naked in a public bathroom like this? Shit like that. We were talking about everything but the dick and the dick pic. We just never got enough dick pics to make it an ongoing thing. Please do not start sending me dick pics to bring this segment back.
No, please do send dick pics to Matt_Slayer on Twitter.
If I get enough of them, I will start the segment back
You
up.
should.
I
wonder if there's a website called ratemydick.com.
Oh, there definitely is.
Yeah.
I'm not Googling it for you.
Come on, man.
All right.
See ratemydick.com. No, I think I looked at it. I think someone took the domain, but I don't think they actually created anything like that. Just weird thoughts I get in the middle of the night where it's like, I wonder what this website exists.
If I get a fucking virus from ratemydick.com, I'm going to be so fucking angry.
Is there anything?
No, it's popping up with a DNS search.
Yeah. So I think I think someone bought it.
No, it should pop up with a fucking holding page of
Oh, dude, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy the site.
by ratemydick.com.
Yeah, and then basically create a membership and start making shit a ton of money. Like that's it. That's
what you should do, Joe. Talk to Alexis. Talk to one of your other female talent friends.
Oh, he's talking about Alexis Fox.
And throw her on the splash page. And welcome to ratemydick.com.
by Alexis Fox.
Yeah.
I'll definitely discuss this business opportunity with her.
I want a little bit of a kickback.
I will.
This.
I will.
Oh.
I'll send you a bottle of alcohol, I guess.
Yeah, I like alcohol.
Yeah, you do. We got quite a lot of it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Do not know in the least bit.
So Rate My Dick is available.
It looks that way. It's popping up with a DNS
I'll
search.
definitely purchase that later tonight.
Joe's gonna have a couple drinks. Buy ratemydick.com.
Yeah. So but yeah, if you were to find me on Twitter and stuff like that, it's actually Webmaster Joe. So my original skill or when I went to college is building websites. So that's how I got Webmaster Joe, by running websites for people.
Joe actually hosted one of my sites at one point.
Yeah, I did. I forgot what it was.
My ill-gotten
Yeah, your freaking
my bad advice blog.
Bad advice blog or whatever, and never heard anything about it.
I did it for about a year.
You did.
And then I just got too busy to write constantly.
Yeah. It was you had like a lot of writer's block or something, didn't you?
Well, I was just traveling. Like I started traveling so much, I was just like, I do not have time to answer these emails with bad advice. And the problem is, when I would try to write bad advice, half the time it would be okay advice.
Yeah, it's like you're giving them their advice or their questions they're asking is like really horrible scenarios, and then you're just telling them how to get out of that scenario or make it a little bit better. And
yeah, well, the problem is like you would just get advice from my amoral ass. It's like, well, pay for the abortion or throw her down a flight of stairs or
which are valid advices.
Make sure she trips. Don't actually throw her.
No. Just put like a little toy car or something on by the stairs.
Banana peel, go classic.
I've tried banana peels. It only works on floors, carpet, not so much.
Fair enough.
Because you have to put if you put it on the carpet, you have to put a lot of banana peels.
Who has carpet anymore?
I do.
Well,
in fucking Vegas, the fucking driest dirt desert area, and fucking have to carpet clean, every fucking week.
That sounds like your problem, Joe. It
sounds
sounds like
problem.
you should shave
well,
your carpet.
I'm definitely gonna rip out my carpet and put some hardwood flooring.
Wax that motherfucker.
I'm definitely gonna wax that floor. Mm-hmm.
Wax that carpet.
Actually, shave it. Let's shave it off.
That's easier. Speaking of which, like, I had some friends who were like, "Why don't you wax your genitals?" I'm like,
Have you narrowed it?
No, you're not supposed to put near your fucking balls.
This is before I read the directions. Do not put near genitals. Like, oh, okay. Wow, that was a horrible experience.
Okay, you can't just tease us with this. What the fuck happened?
Fucking burn like a motherfucker.
Lead us through it. Lead us through like the
It's
thought
like,
process.
You ever like the movie Home Alone when Macaulay Culkin put what was it, aftershave after you shaved?
Yeah.
It's like that, but it lasted a while.
Like we're talking minutes, hours, days.
Probably maybe a day.
So a day of your just balls burning.
Oh yeah.
How long till the hair grew back? Still hasn't grown back?
No. Well, I'm Asian, so I'll probably. Well, I mean, it'd be shocking. I should be hairless, right? But no.
You're the wrong kind of Asian for hairless.
Yeah, definitely. But no, it grew back, but it's just fucking hurt like a motherfucker. It like burns.
Yeah, I read the instructions because the first time I saw a Nair commercial, I'm like, oh, that would be rad.
Well, they made like Nair like. It's like, oh, cool, I can hair removal, and so it's easier than shaving. It's like, all right, let's do it, and then, bad choice.
Bad choice.
Just let it grow.
I don't envy the women folk. Like they have nooks and crannies they gotta fucking shave.
Oh, then they gotta wax. They wax that shit. And it's like,
well, there's some
fuck.
girls that shave.
Yeah, but I mean, some girls also wax it just to keep that Barbie look. But yeah, it's just never put as an advice, never put Nair in your balls.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is your pubic preference for the ladies?
Trim, nice little,
You want the nacho, the landing strip,
landing strip, a heart, any weird, shapes that you want to do.
AJ right above the puss?
Or like maybe arrow. So know where, because if it's dark, at least you can feel your way. It's like, oh, it's right here.
I'd hope you can feel it even without an arrow, Joe.
Hey, sometimes if it's really dark, and plus I'm Asian, so I'm blind. No, I'm not really blind, but, at least I know where it is. It's like, oh, there it is.
You can always find it by the smell, sir.
Whoa, what girls have you seen or hanged out?
A few. I'm not saying it's a stank puss. I'm just saying. When arousal happens, it self-lubricates, and that lubrication has a smell to it. I'm not saying it's a bad smell. I'm not saying it is a nasty smell. I'm just saying it has a smell. I don't know why I'm talking like this.
You're a high class.
I'm a classy motherfucker when I eat that puss.
Do you do that voice when you eat that puss?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, this pussy's delightful and delicious.
Delicious. Magnifique, young lady. Magnifique.
No, I just don't really, keep it, trim. That's all I don't really care if it's, yeah, that's my thing.
When you lost your virginity, was there a full-on bush there?
No. That was no, I lost my virginity when she stick it in her ass. That's how I lost my virginity. She just stuck it up in her ass instead of her vagina.
Okay.
Yeah, she was experienced.
I'd hope so. Otherwise, she's really clumsy.
Yeah, she decided I'm gonna put it in your ass, or not my ass, but in her ass. She just shoved it right in, and that's how I lost my virginity.
So what was the passage of time between anal and vaginal virginity?
Like what? Like
how long before you fucked a pussy?
Maybe a few months later.
So was it like when it became time for vaginal sex, were you weirded out by it going in? Like, wait a minute, no, I'm supposed to fuck your ass.
Well, I wore protection, so it's like didn't really notice a difference. I think her ass was prepped before, so
same girl or
different girl?
Different girl.
Yeah, different girl. So
what you're saying is, the first person you fucked her in the ass, and the second girl, her pussy was like an asshole.
Well, that's the thing though. Like when you wore a condom, you wore I hope you had protection in some of your exploits.
No, yeah, all the time.
Yeah. So, the sensation is not always. You don't really feel, 100% of what you do without it. So, if a girl does it in the ass or has a really tight pussy, unless you're looking down, you can't really tell the difference, really.
I like to look.
Okay.
I like to look at what I'm fucking. Just a personal
So
preference.
you don't look at their eyes, you don't look at their, you just look straight down and as you're fucking.
I mean, I look around. I take it all in.
Okay, you look at the walls, you look at the painting.
I took a look at the ceiling.
Okay.
I check my texts.
Really? I'm sure the girl. I mean, well, you do that when she's doing doggy style or like when she's not looking at you.
Oh no, full on missionary.
Oh, and you're like just texting
Like,
away.
one leg on a shoulder.
Wait, do you text her? You say, "Oh my god, this feels amazing," and she replies back, "Yes, yes, baby."
I dictate it. Like I don't type it. I just hit dictation. Like,
You just talk on the phone.
oh yeah,
It's
don't
like,
stop.
yeah,
don't stop.
and then send text to girl I'm fucking.
One leg on the shoulder, phone in the other hand.
I would love to see. I wonder if they made a scene like that. They gotta make a scene where this is moan through texting. LOL, OG, and then squirt with the emojis.
I want to know how Siri takes that down. Like I almost want to dictate that.
Siri, dictate my sexual noises or sounds.
Siri, dictate my fuck sound.
Oh man, I would, dude. You should do that on your next sexual exploit.
I will. Now, I need someone with an Android because I got to see if Google dictates it better. So, which phone is better for dictating fuck noises?
Yeah,
Android or Apple?
yeah. That I think that would solve the case of which is better, Android and Apple. I think that will be the end all of which phone is better.
Whoever dictates your fuck noise is better.
Exactly. I think that should be our benchmark because we can't figure out what's the better processor, which is the better photo taker. Which I mean, I think if it can dictate the right amount of sex noises, and I think it will solve which is better.
I'd be so worried about Siri like judging my sexual performance.
Well, can you imagine if you change the voice to a man?
I'm more worried about a woman judging me than a man judging me.
Then what? Okay, then you should change the voice to a man's voice then.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Siri judges. I think it doesn't.
It could.
It could.
It could be like, you're a 2-pump chump.
Well, that's some girls like it quick. They just don't want to go forever. So maybe that's a good thing.
The only time I've ever met a woman who wanted it quick is when we had places to be.
Yeah. So if there's a girl that needs to go somewhere and it's like, all right, I'm done.
She's just like, yeah, let's do it quick. We got to go somewhere.
Exactly.
But the majority of the time, no, they need their needs met.
So wait, so when you have sex with these girls, do you make sure they orgasm or have they orgasm with you, or do you just whatever?
I do my damnedest.
You do your damnedest?
I try to put in work. I do my damnedest. Hands, fingers, mouths, toes, whatever it's got to be.
Yeah.
Toys, whatever it takes. We are here to accomplish the mission.
Okay. Gotcha. So have you ever had a girl just whip out a fucking strap on and is like, all right, I get off when you're on bottom and I'm on top?
I have not. And sorry, ladies, it's exit only.
No, same here. I can't. I mean, dude, fucking anal leakage. That's the worst.
Right? Mm-hmm. It's not the worst when it's someone else's anal leakage. I've definitely had someone shit on my dick before. It happens.
Yeah, it happens. Of course.
You wipe it off, you jump in the shower, you get back in the game.
Exactly. And we don't judge. Definitely judge. I don't understand. I really don't understand how guys don't go down on a girl. It's like I've seen tweets about I can't go out on a girl, but I want a girl to fucking blow me. It's like, dude, it's a fucking mutual thing. If you don't go down on a girl or eat a girl's ass, whatever, and you gotta appreciate, you gotta reciprocate.
I am totally down to go down on someone.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly do not give a fuck if they blow me.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I am 100% like, you blow me, this is just a precursor to fucking. Like, I've told people, if you're gonna blow me, I'm gonna want to fuck. So if you're not down to fuck, don't blow me. I don't want a blowjob to completion.
Right.
I just want that as, if you want to do that, it's gonna be foreplay to me sticking it in you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not down with me sticking it in you, don't stick my dick in your mouth.
What if you're like, what about Roadhead? Have you gotten a Roadhead before?
I have, but
Okay.
that also resulted in the minute we got to a place where we could fuck, we fucked.
Oh, okay. So you just literally instantly stop and go in the back seat and just kind of,
Well,
or do you find like an alley, a back alley or something?
the last time I got Roadhead was leaving a friend's party. She was kind of drunk, and we were only 2-3 miles from my apartment. So Roadhead happened till we got to my place, and then
Okay.
like the minute we got upstairs, shedding clothing in the stoop, in the living room, immediately into the bedroom to fuck.
So wait, so you never got a blowjob to completion?
Oh no, I definitely have.
Oh, you definitely have. Okay,
But the preference is,
you gotta fuck.
yeah, I want to fuck. I mean,
Well, what if? Here's the thing though. What if she's having her period?
put a towel under her ass.
Yeah, you're
I am all
that?
about murder penis.
Yeah, oh, nice, very nice.
Like, if it looks like a murder scene from my navel to my fucking thigh, I am like, yeah, I've done a good job.
Okay.
What, you're not about that period
No,
sex life?
no, I don't mind it. I know I'm just listening to what a fucking murder scene. Wow.
Well, what else would you call it when you're covered in blood from your fucking belly button to your fucking mid thigh? It looks like you murdered someone with your dick.
Can you just imagine after you're done, all of a sudden, fucking cops come knocking in. It's like, hey, we heard some noises. Is anything okay? Fucking blood dripping down from you.
We're having a good time in here, officer.
Yeah.
Woo!
She's still alive. I promise. She's still alive. She's just sleeping really well.
So that's the trick. At that point, when the cops come knocking, you send her to answer the door.
Oh, okay. After seeing that on you, or the
I gotta
blood.
jump in the shower, girl. I gotta get this DNA off me.
Right.
I'll be like that scene from Gattaca, like right after he hooks up with Uma Thurman. He's there scrubbing himself to get all the dead skin and hair off.
Jeez.
You've seen that movie, right?
I've seen parts of it. I just don't remember that scene, but I can imagine.
Well, because the whole plot of that movie is that he's pretending to be someone else, and any biological matter could prove that he is not that person.
Right.
So he hooks up with Uma Thurman, and then afterwards he's like using a stone to scrub dead skin off himself to make sure he doesn't leave any DNA traces behind.
Right.
So yeah, post-period sex before the cops came, it's like, Gattaca. Come on, you've had period sex, right?
Not that I remember.
Really?
No.
Why not?
No, I think some girls actually put the sponge in. Like, well, that's a trick in the porn industry.
The makeup sponge.
The makeup sponge, and maybe. No, I never had had period sex.
Oh, it's fun.
I'm sure. You don't have to lube it up or anything like that, right?
Yeah, blood is lubricant.
Blood lubricant.
Yeah, I talked about this on a recent episode, but like one of like my most passionate fuck buddy hookups, like the first time we hooked up was unprotected period sex.
You know, funny thing is though, like women get really horny when they're in a period.
They do.
They do, yeah. So, but yeah,
Which biologically doesn't make sense because they're obviously not ovulating.
no,
So why are women super horny when they're on their period?
because they know they're not going to get pregnant. I think. Is that right? Maybe is that the reason why?
I don't know. We can Google.
Why women gets horny when they're having periods? We're finding the answer, and Matt will probably edit this silent part out. Cause
I might just edit that out. According to Bustle, July 21st, 2017 article.
2017.
Yep, it's a year old.
Okay.
Called The real reason you get horny during your period.
For women, not guys. Yeah, if guys have periods, then you might need to see a doctor.
Most doctors will tell you you're horny during ovulation, the stage between your cycle right between periods, since the egg has started its journey down the fallopian tubes where sperm can reach it. Which makes me wonder, why am I horny during my period instead? Blah, 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 blah.
Let's get to the point. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm reading. I'm trying to figure it out.
So blah, 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 blah.
Medical term, medical term, medical term.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What?
In the menstrual phase, you're interested in sex because the uterus is expanding with blood and pressure upon, it says never endings, but nerve endings.
Never endings.
In the pelvic basin. Who the fuck edited this?
Never ending.
It says never. I'm like, no, nerve.
Nerve endings.
Yeah, in the pelvic basin.
Okay.
But it's spelled correctly in the next one. The nerve endings around your vulva are being stimulated. Your brain might interpret that as someone was actually touching you there.
Oh, okay. So is this because the blood flow kind of like
stimulates?
Oh, that's very cool.
The next quote says, "It's not in your head; it's in your pelvis."
Okay.
So now we know, and knowing's half the battle.
Yes. Well, dude, I'm glad we discovered this during your podcast.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I mean, I've always been down for period sex.
I mean, I'm not against it, but I never experienced it. So
I've definitely ruined some towels.
I'm sure.
Because all you got to do
No,
is
wait. Have the girl? Did the girl told you that they're having period, or they just just a surprise?
Well, it's been both over the years.
Okay.
But I had an ex who would be like, I'm on my period. I'm like, okay, I'm going to put a towel under your ass. We'll do missionary.
Okay.
Game on.
Yeah. Wait. So what about the first time you ever did it? Did you were you grossed out, or you said, all right, let's give it a shot?
No, it's game on.
Okay. And you said, all right. Did you already know? Put automatic pull a towel.
Yeah.
Not just go ahead and.
It just made sense.
Okay.
I used a white towel. I fucked up there.
What color you use now?
Black.
Yeah, black is good.
Yeah,
what about this red?
I don't own a red towel.
Maybe you should just get one. Just
the period towel.
Get called the period towel. So
this is the period sex towel.
Yeah. But then again, you won't know when to wash it because it's the same color.
Well, I know I just fucked on top of it. I should probably wash it after fucking on top of it.
Hey, some people just forget to wash something after. Look, dude, after Cordis, you decided maybe I should go take a nap. It's good. It's probably a good fuck.
That's why blow load, throw in hamper, sleep.
Okay.
Come on. It's like disposing of a condom. Do you leave it on your dick when you go to take your nap afterwards?
No.
Right.
But then again, there's people. Speaking of which, actually, so besides working in the adult industry, I also roadie for some of the porn girls. You have too with Joanna. Is that
Joanna, Tegan,
yeah,
Andy Sandemus, a bunch of people over the years.
So I was with a performer who was feature dancing, I think in Sacramento, and so after the show, she decided to do meet and greets and lap dances, and so she was giving this guy a lap dance. What the fucking noise are you making?
Oh, I know where this is going. I'm so excited.
Okay. So I'm like, it's they close the curtains, and so I'm just there just to keep an eye on things, and I see this guy's leg shake. It's like, what's going on? And so this guy, so he leaves. He was wearing sweatpants, and and so I talked to the performer. It's like, what was that about? Yeah. So he wore a condom into the club and was wearing it the entire time.
Oh, that's not where I thought that was going.
What were you thinking?
That she was going to period blood on his leg?
No. But I'll tell you another story of that. Before I started in the porn industry, I moved out to Vegas. I used to work at a strip club in Chicago called Polecats. And Southside, Bridgeport, I believe. And so I went down I was actually in the dressing room because I was their IT guy, setting up a computer, and all of a sudden this girl came right in and look at the house mom and drops her fucking panties. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then she goes, what do you see? And then I'm looking over, like she goes to the hospital. What do you see? I fucking see a string hanging out of her. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is this how it is? It's like worse than a freaking locker room in a freaking gym. And she goes, I was giving this Mexican guy a lap dance. I'm sorry, not Mexican, Latino guy a lap dance. For all your politically correct people out there.
Hey, you're quoting her. Whatever she said, she said.
So she's giving this guy a lap dance, and this guy either was drunk or whatever. When she dropped her panties, it was a full nude club, and so she drops her panties, and then he kind of just like was quiet and just stared at her and kind of like creepily looked at her and basically pointed at the string. And so she looked down and sees it, and she looks at the guy and shrugs her shoulders like, and the guy is like, all right, let's do it. And so proceeded to give him a lap dance when her string is hanging out. But the entire time, this guy was trying to play with the string. And so that's what pissed her off. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with these guys? So he was just trying to play with a string like a little kitten playing with a freaking yarn ball or something. Wait,
yeah, that's fucked.
So you thought that the girl was having their period as they're getting a lap dance. So
that's where I thought that story was going.
Right, but because you thought of it, does that mean that happened to you?
No, I've never had someone period blood on my leg.
Okay.
But I was thinking like Superbad.
I don't remember this.
There's a scene in Superbad where a dude's dancing with that girl at the college party.
That's right. And she was bleeding, but it was just grinding.
Yeah, she was just grinding on him.
Yeah.
Well, that's all a lap dance is.
Yeah, it is. Wow. But I mean, this guy who freaking was wearing a condom the entire show.
Well, good on him.
Or he must have went to the bathroom and put it on and was hoping to get a lap dance and hoping to get a free ride with one of the girls.
He's wearing sweatpants. Obviously, he's hoping for a free ride.
Sure. But
this lap dance brought to you by Blue Chew. Because how else are you going to keep it up for a full fucking feature show?
That's true.
Even in my teenage years, I couldn't keep it up that long without any actual stimulation.
Yeah. Don't you remember like when you first had your boners like in school? It's like it was like when you're on a school bus and you got the fucking hard on the entire time, or then like or like if you're in math class or something and you have a fucking boner and your teacher calls on you, is like, hey, please solve this math question. It's like, fuck, and you kind of like shimmy it over, make sure no one sees anything.
Well, it's so funny because as a kid, you're like, I'm ashamed that I get a boner.
Right.
As an adult, you're like, I'm ashamed if I can't get a boner.
I know. It's like, man, I wish, like, dude, like, I hope, before like when Viagra first came out, people were embarrassed to ask for Viagra. But now today, it's like, dude, pop a pill if you need it.
Blue Chew
it.
Your sponsor better kick me something for all this fucking free ads.
Yeah, well, dude, that'd be awesome if Blue Chew hit you up and
that'd be pretty rad.
Yeah, I'll definitely.
They're definitely on brand for us.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's just weird the difference between like, as a kid, it was like, Joe's got a boner.
They made movies about that. Boner guy, boner, ha. There was this guy in there was a guy in high school. His nickname was Bones. And so for the longest time, I thought he was like, someone caught him having a boner. But no, he was just skinny, like skin and bones. So, but like, for the longest time, I was like, man, he must have like walked around with a boner. That's why people call him Bones. And it's like, oh, okay. But I remember, I think there was a guy named Boner. His name was Boner. And it's like, I do not want to
like
know.
From growing pains?
I think so. But yeah, it was a guy in high school was called, his nickname was Boner.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Like, you make fun of some dude named Boner in high school.
Yeah.
And now you're like, you limp dick motherfucker.
Yeah. But what's interesting, like in my high school, actually, there was a porn girl that actually went to my high school.
Candy, right?
Candy Manson.
Yep.
So she was, I was a senior and she was a sophomore. And so she actually did pretty well back in the early 2000s. Kind of like, she had some family stuff, and so she's kind of been out of it for a little bit, but she's been active on Twitter and stuff like that, so we keep in touch.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Would have been really funny if you had asked her to prom.
I didn't go to prom.
Why not?
I wasn't the most popular kid. I was just kind of like right in the middle between the jocks and the outcasts or the nerds. I was more of a nerd, but I had my clique of friends.
What, you don't say webmaster guy
What's that?
about being a nerd? I was a nerd in high school too, so
Yeah, but it's crazy though. Like I was really shy. I never because my dad was in the Navy, and so we traveled so much where I never finished a year of school until the 7th grade. So I never had any friends, and I was pretty quiet. And then kind of came out of my shell in high school, or not high school, college, and kind of like now it's crazy. Now it seems like in this industry, like everyone knows me, and it's kind of weird. Even though I'm still a fan, I'm still kind of like, how, like even some of the bigger stars, like, oh, I know who you are. I'm like, how the fuck do you know me? And
because we're in a small incestual industry.
I understand that, but it's just like, how do you fucking? I never met you before, and all of a sudden you come up to me and it's like, oh, I fucking know you. But like even when you say an Asian Joe, they know who they're talking about, and I thought, I mean, that's kind of cool, but I never looked at myself as a popper kid, or never thought that I would get noticed or something like that, because I'm more of a behind the scenes guy, and I always enjoyed doing that type of stuff. And I always joke around that on Wood Rocket, I'm too ugly to be in porn, so they put masks and costumes on me so they'd hide my identity.
Don't worry, Joe. Males don't have to be pretty.
No, I've seen some ugly males,
right? As long as you can be a good prop.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
They use me as the whole carrot dick in a scene. So, oh boy!
But that's a bummer. You didn't go to prom.
No, I never really didn't care for it.
I went stag to mine. And
yeah.
Though I was fucking occasionally in high school, like wasn't regularly dating anyone.
No, I didn't. I didn't lose my virginity until 20. And that was pretty much just met a girl or at a bar,
and she liked anal.
Yeah, she apparently loved anal. It's like, okay,
that's really weird that like she didn't even.
She was a little bit older, probably in her 30s. So,
don't take this the wrong way. Did you make sure she had a vagina?
Yes, that was obvious, but
just making sure. She might have just been like,
yeah, was it lady boy? That's you were going at it. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
yeah. I would notice something hitting my dick at the same time when he's going up and down.
Hey, she might have just dropped the panties a little bit.
No. Yeah, I would think I would notice. It's like, yeah, this is not gonna happen. This is not happening.
Just checking. There's no shame in it.
No, there's no, dude. It's now today. It's more open. The transgender community has spoken out, and
I've seen some trans women that are fucking hot.
Yeah. I'm actually friends with some of them, and they're really cool.
It's one of those things. Like, I don't know. Like, I've never thought about dating a trans woman. I'm not necessarily.
Are you open to it?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know. The opportunity has never really presented itself.
Yeah.
Seeing some of these trans women, like, oh, you are built how I like them.
Yeah. And what the thing is, though, like, I even admit them. Look, I find you attractive, but because I find dicks disgusting, it's nothing.
Well, I'm talking like fully post-op, like
with a post-op, with a vagina and
with
stuff
a
like
vagina.
Oh man.
No, I'm definitely out if you have a penis, especially if you have a bigger dick than me. I'm definitely out.
Yeah, I've noticed like there's a lot of transgender that have ginormous penises. And it's like, God damn it, what the fuck?
That's fucked up. You're superior to me in every fashion.
Yeah.
You're prettier than me. And you have better tits and a bigger dick.
I know. You have tits to play with. And it's like, fuck. It's like, you're the total package.
Like, if I had your rack and your cock, I wouldn't leave the house. I just like, why do I gotta go anywhere? Yeah. I got everything I need right here.
That's true. You play with a titty and jerk off at the same time. That's Oh, I remember back in the day. Remember the Man Show?
Yeah.
There was a Australian guy that bet, or his friends bet $1,000 or $10,000 that he wouldn't get breast implants.
Oh, I remember that bit. Yeah.
And he did. But he's you could totally tell he's a man, and he showed his tits.
But I want to circle back. Like, I'm talking like completely post-op, like physically a woman at this point, formerly a man.
It's tough. I don't know. I don't know. It depends. I think it's because it depends on their personality and if you click. I think, it's just like, how gay people or lesbians, they find love even though they have the same thing. I think a lot of, if you do care and love for another, I don't think that.
I'm just talking pure fucking lust here.
Pure for lust. I don't know. I'm more of a all about natural born with it, I guess. Because the thing is, though, like, I think the surgeries and stuff like that, I think modern medicine still needs to improve a little bit.
I don't know. I've seen some trans women that are very fucking convincing.
Yeah, but look at Caitlyn Jenner. It's like, okay, she still looks like a man.
There are ugly women that are biologically born that way too.
True. But remember I mentioned about that you can fix ugly, but you can't fix stupid.
Yeah, that was an off-air conversation.
But yeah. So, but like, I don't know. I mean, Thailand. Many people think I'm Filipino, but I'm Thai, and Thailand has a lot of doctors out there that you can get surgery for cheap, that you can turn into, a lot of ladyboys. So, Asians are very feminine in the beginning to start with. So I think that works out well. But I think if someone who has physical, like, manly features, I think it's difficult to really make you feel because feminine. I don't know. I don't know. It's just
it's built in the right ways, right?
Built the right way, but there's something about her that I know it's a man, and so I think it's, also the voice too, because you can totally tell. Like, if after a certain age, once their voice is developed, it's hard to really have a feminine voice, and so I think that voice would just kind of turn.
I don't know. I've been with some actual women that have rather raspy.
Mm-hmm. But because of the raspy voice, I kind of tell. It's like, yeah, I don't
know, man. The opportunity has never presented itself.
Right.
I really don't know. Given the situation, it's like, well, you have the right parts. And
I think it's also, because we grew up in a society where that's not accepted. I think if you and I were born into a more accepting society, like in Thailand or like in, I'm saying like a lot, but just like in Europe where sex is open.
Joe, we work in porn. We already have bucked societal norms.
We bucked societal norm, but we're still being bombarded by all these religious people who say porn is an abomination.
Do you give a fuck about what religious people say?
Yeah, but if they're fucking coming up to me with a fucking gun or fucking in my face with a Bible or something because this is wrong, or if they're willing to boycott me for something that I'm doing.
Boycott me. I need the press.
But look what's going on right now. With all the with social media, man, like one post, if you say something wrong, if you do something wrong, you get 10,000 people saying, "Oh, fuck this guy" and stuff like that, and that guy's having a hard time finding a job. Yeah,
but generally that's someone being bigoted or closed-minded.
But still, it's affecting your livelihood.
But they're different things. Being with a trans woman is not closed-minded. We're being closed-minded by not being like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm in.
But like, okay, what about those the gay couple in Colorado, right? They asked for a wedding cake, and they says, oh, I'm not making a wedding cake because it's against my religion.
Well, yeah, the baker is the closed-minded person,
right? But thing is, but if you want something for your wedding and they're doing, and you're paying them to do a service. And because they don't accept for who you are.
My thought process is there are other fucking bakers at that point.
But
you don't want my fucking business? I will spend my money elsewhere.
But what if they're the only baker in town? That's the thing. How?
Then I'll drive an hour to go somewhere else.
Okay, well, that's what you do. But what if that person's like, no, I want this cake. And you have that cake. And I'm giving you the money to make this cake. But because of your religious beliefs, I'm not making a cake?
Fuck that. Fuck hiding who you are because someone else may judge you or not fucking want to work with you because,
but that's how
they're fucking hang-ups.
But that's how our society is it's work.
It is, and it's fucked up.
Fucked up.
There's absolutely no reason I should kowtow to your bullshit beliefs. If I am not negatively affecting you, if I am not affecting your life in any way, shape, or form, if I am not harming you, fuck you.
Right. I totally agree with it. But that's the society we live in, is because we're being judged based on what we have for sex, which is totally, you fucking keep, mind your fucking own business.
Right. If I'm not hurting anyone else.
Exactly.
Who fucking cares?
But because of the children, what should I say to my children? It's like, dude, that's your fucking problem.
Hey, guess what? If I'm sleeping with a trans woman, there won't be any children.
No. and there's our answer.
There will be no children.
There will be no children. There's absolutely no children.
I mean, that's actually kind of an advantage if you think about it this way. You could raw dog date one. You don't ever have to worry about knocking her up.
That's true. And because she used to have a penis or whatever, she knows what you like.
Dude, how does that science pussy feel?
Dude, okay, well, you know what? Go find a post-op person and report back on the show.
I think I should.
You should.
Science pussy.
For science. In the name of science.
How's that science pussy feel?
How's that science pussy feel? But again, I think...
The only drawback with the science pussy is it is not self-lubricating.
That's true. You're going to have to get like coconut oil or whatever to lube that shit up.
Right? You got to lube... Like, that's the drawback of the science pussy. They need to be able to make the science pussy that's self-lubricating.
Yes.
Science, get on that shit.
Well, like I said, it's advancing. Shit, man. We got 3D printers now. Why don't you fucking make a like a little attachment that it's kind of like one of those soap dispensers where it just squirts it out.
When the minute it feels like a dick come near it, it's
right.
Just...
Right. But I think the solution to that was to get a fucking syringe and lube and shove it right in there.
Dude, the self-dispensing lube, you go down on it and it just gets sprayed. Like it fires the sensor.
It has one of those sensors when you go to those bathroom where it squirts out the soap, but sometimes it doesn't go out. So when you go down, it squirts on your face.
Like, I don't think the science is perfected quite yet. I can't get soap reliably. I don't want lube to the eye.
Oh, that's so, yeah. I can't just imagine. Wow. But yeah, that's a fuck, man. Yeah, I think. I mean, dude, I think it's gonna be. I don't think it'll be not in our lifetime. I think once we're gone, I think we're gonna be more accepting. I mean, dude, like it. Look how long it took them to accept gays and lesbians to have marriage. You know, it's just like it's got to be a battle.
It's so fucked up. Why do we got to enforce our beliefs on other people if they're not harming anyone? It's
all about the money, man. It's all about the dollar bill.
Guess what? All those gay couples will spend a lot of money on lavish weddings.
Trust me. Yeah, they do. They spend a shit ton of money, and people are just so close-minded. It's like, oh, I don't want to deal with gay people. It's like, dude, they have all the money. They don't have kids to worry about. Right, and they're generally creative and awesome. Yeah, dude, like, during the AVN house party, dude, like hanging out with my friend's gay best friend, dude, we had the best time. just talking about like just the fun, that's the funnest shit, man.
I'm also of two minds on marriage in the first place.
I hate marriage. It's a fucking
it's just
tax break.
It's the government incorporating your love.
And even though we're supposed to have a separation of church and state, go figure.
It's like, hey, I'm going to form a legal entity with someone I fuck.
Yeah.
Which is bad business.
Yep.
Bad business to go into business with someone you're romantically involved with.
Yeah.
So that is what a marriage is.
I always have a rule of thumb: do not mix business with pleasure, and that's what it is. You're getting married because you're in a business because you want to save money on taxes. That's it. And then what? You have a kid and also getting a fucking tax break too, or getting credits for that shit. Come on. It's all about fucking money, and that's the thing though. If you take money out of politics, take money out of certain things, then we would have a better society. Like what that John Lennon, imagine there's no money, dude, this world would be so much better,
or would be a lot worse, because if you have no money, people may just resort to force to get what they want.
Yeah, but if we all learn to cooperate with each other, I think
humankind ain't about cooperation. That is one thing. As a species, we have proven time and time again we ain't about cooperation.
No, because you want all the fucking.
We are about hoarding resources.
Yeah, all about hoarding resources. I mean, that's the thing though. When we're eating at fucking Korean barbecue, I just think about, dude, we're getting so much food that it could feed 50 people that are starving right now.
Oh yeah, each one of those portions probably could have fed a family.
Yeah,
throw in some rice with that motherfucker.
Yeah. And it's just the amount of food that we produce is just mind-boggling that we can easily feed the world.
Oh, the amount of food we waste.
Yes, that too. It's just insane. And things that people don't think about it all the time, and it's kind of.
Well, generally people don't think about shit that does not affect them.
Yeah.
If it's not in their fucking sphere of consciousness, they don't give a fuck about it. They don't think about it.
No.
Is what it is. That's just human life.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
But money is unfortunately a necessary illusion.
Yeah.
How many fucking dumb rich people have you fucking met?
Quite a few.
Right.
I'll tell you a story. So during Halloween, a couple of my friends were in town. It's like, hey, we're going to a Halloween party. It's at a mansion. It's like, all right, cool. So I go to this party, and this house is covered in graffiti. This is called the Graffiti Mansion. This is in Vegas. I'm going to fucking call this out. I don't give a shit. So I walk in security, and it's like, hey, there's a 20-to-1 ratio. So female to male ratio in order to get in this party. I'm like, what the fuck? So it's like, well, my friends are actually inside, but I can't get a hold of them for some reason. There are a couple porn people, because I didn't know who was in there, so that way. But then when he told me who it was, so I shot him a text. It's like, hey, I'm in front. Can you see if you can talk to them? So he comes out, talks to security, and basically says, dude, how much money do you have? It's like, I got $60. It's like, all right. So he told the security, how about I give you 80? And he'd chip in a $20 bill. It's like, so he finally let me in. So me and him, I didn't care about this party. I didn't know anything about this party. I don't give a shit about this party. So I met up with my two friends who were at the party, and we're just chilling, having a drink or two. I didn't care because I drove, so I didn't care about drink. So we're all in the back, just smoking weed, whatever. And then they decided to go inside. So, I'm following from behind. I'm kind of following them. And then they're going inside the house. All of a sudden, security surrounds me and says, who are you? It's like, oh, I'm with a few of my friends here. I'm just hanging out. It's like, well, do you have 20 girls with you? It's like, no. It's like, well, the owner doesn't know you. So, you don't belong here. It's like, okay. And so the owner comes to me, and I met this guy before, in the past, but it's just been a while. So I told him, we met before and stuff like that. And it's like, look, I have a 20-to-1 ratio. you're running the race show right now, and unless I invite you myself, you can't be here. I'm like, what the fuck? So, and I don't give a shit. And so like they wouldn't even let me say goodbye to my friends. And so I shot him a text like, look, they're kicking me out. So, so I go online, look up this guy. And so he's known, I'm not going to say his name, but he made his money from doing the nightlife business in Vegas. And so he had a hair up his ass like, dude, I'm going to get like some graffiti artists and fucking paint my fucking house. Fucking, I mean, dude, the art's amazing, but dude, it's a fucking nice house in a fucking nice neighborhood. So it sticks out like a sore thumb. And dude, you're like just ruined the value of your fucking house. He's a fucking idiot. So I looked up online. He was arrested for, I guess, being a pimp for prostitution, but it got thrown out because of stuff like that. But I look back and like, dude, like for the amount of money he makes on nightlife, and it's like there's no way he can make this money just doing nightlife styles. And like, dude, he's definitely a pimp. But he's like the way that he acts, like he's a fucking ugly dude. And it's like, yeah, it makes sense to have 20 girls at this fucking party, but it was the fucking lamest party I've ever been to. Because there's nothing is like, there's probably maybe 10 guys there and probably maybe 50, probably 80 girls there or whatever. There's girls come in and out and whatever. Probably have like maybe 40 girls that came with a guy or something. But yeah, this guy was just like, oh, I just want nothing but girls in my place. And it's like, dude, what a fucking rich ass douche. So, I mean, I've met some really cool rich people, but majority of them are just, they can buy their way out of everything.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing. I've definitely had an altercation with a fairly rich dude who's just like, can I pay you? Will that make it better?
Yeah, that's
But the thing about it is, that's not necessarily stupid because that has worked for them before.
Yes, and they get away with it.
Right. So if it has previously worked and they've gotten away with it, that doesn't make it stupid. Mm-hmm. It makes it what it is, but it doesn't necessarily make it stupid.
It's not just being, like rich people. It's just like how you meet somebody and they get away with it. You look at like let's say a beautiful girl. Obviously she can get away with a lot more things than I would.
Definitely.
Which I don't fucking not jealous of it and stuff like that. It's like, oh, it makes sense because everything's all handed to her like a silver platter. But when things don't go their way and they start fucking crying and bitching and moaning that's the end of the world, I just want to fucking slap a bitch. It's like, what the fuck? Dude, my parents grew up in a fucking low income household. They scratched and clawed to get to where they are. And you're bitching that you can't get a fucking Venti, whatever, Starbucks because they're out of something. And then it's like, oh, fuck my life or I want to die right now. It's like, dude, do it.
Well, that is the true sign of character, is how you adapt when things don't go according to plan.
Right. And because a lot of them they feel privileged, or they feel that people owe them something for something they didn't do.
The entitlement.
Yes, I was trying to find a word, but yeah, they're entitled for things that they didn't earn and stuff like that. That what aggravates me and stuff like that. And so, and those are the type of people I do not want to deal with.
No, I definitely don't want to deal with entitlement. I definitely don't want to deal with people who think they are better because their bank account has more zeros of illusionary currency. Because all currency is us agreeing that has value.
Right. Yeah.
You aren't fucking better than me because of it.
Yeah, exactly. Just because you have more zeros in your bank account than any other person does not make you a better person. It doesn't.
In a lot of cases, it actually makes you a worse person.
It does. It definitely does. And so that's the thing, though. It's like people would say, it's like, oh, you should be like, Joe, you're so good at doing something that you should focus on that, or you should be making more money and this and that. It's like, dude, I want to live comfortably. I don't care if I'm, look, it'd be nice, But I mean, the only reason why I would make a lot of money is to help support my mom, and that's my most important person in my life. I just want to take care of her because she's getting a lot older, and so that's, in a way, that's the only thing that's keeping me going, is to help support my mom, and that's part of the reason why I come down and see her, because she supports me and I support her, whatever she does.
Well, then what's your plan when she eventually passes away?
And then I probably just go fucking crazy. Just go fucking party or whatever. It's like, fuck it. I don't give a shit. But no, I think because of her is what she made me who I am. And, she's always generous with what she have, with me and her friends and her family. Sometimes she just gets taken advantage of, and it sucks to see that happen, but, she keeps doing it. She doesn't stop. And so that's part of the reason why I keep doing it, because, if it takes that one person to help somebody get out of a certain situation that, that they can't figure out how to get out of. And it's just that, for me, it's just that satisfied feeling of helping somebody. And regardless if, the way you look at it, it's like, if I'm going to loan somebody money, I know I'm not going to get it back.
See, it shouldn't fucking be like that.
It shouldn't be like that, because that's the thing, though. It's like, but people just don't know their priorities sometimes. And so,
well, that's the thing. Like, if I come to a friend, if a friend comes to me and is like, hey man, I'm in dire straits, I'm going to be evicted or whatever, I need this money, and I can help them out.
Yeah.
I would rather give it to them as a gift.
Yeah.
And just upfront be like, this is a gift.
Yes.
Hey man, I'm happy to help you out. Because the minute it's like, this is a loan and you don't pay me back, we have beef. We have problems.
But I mean, my biggest issue is that, like, I will give you as a gift, but then if you keep asking me over and over again, that's when I say, all right, probably I'm not the best person to really deal with right now, because you use up all your favors, and that's when I need to cut you off.
Well, 100%. It's a one-time gift.
Yeah.
If you're like, hey man, I need $2,000 to make my life straight, and you come back 30 days later and be like, so I need another $4,000.
Right.
Like, well, fuck yourself. You should have asked for that money in the first place, and if I could have helped you, I could.
Right.
If I can't, I can't.
Yeah.
If you're coming to me for more money in a short period of time, it makes me feel like you mismanaged your funds, or you're just like.
What really kills me is that when you loan somebody that money and you see them spend money like it's water, it's like, that's when it aggravates me. Because, like, dude, I just giving you some money to help you, and then all of a sudden you act like, your life is you're living like a rich person.
Well, and that's why I would rather give someone the money as a gift, not a loan.
Right. But even if, like, they don't, the way I look at it is like, okay, you didn't appreciate the gift I gave you, and so that's when I say, all right, then at that point I shouldn't be hanging out with you.
See, my thought process is, if I give it to you as a gift, do with it as you please. But there's not more where that's come from.
Yeah, but if they tell you, it's like, oh, I need money for rent, then all of a sudden that rent hasn't been paid, and then you use that to buy, let's say, nice pair of shoes and stuff like that. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, basically, the way I look at it, I don't like liars. I don't like to be around liars, and I try to get away from it, because it's better off to tell the truth than to keep running a lie, and basically just basically lying to yourself and lying to other people is just what I don't like.
Well, it all depends on how that scenario plays out. If they buy the shoes and then they literally get evicted, I'll be like, well, that was your poor life choice, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lose sleep over that.
But then do you stay friends with them, or you just kind of like still hang out with them?
It's situational.
It's situational.
It's completely situational.
Just like the post-op transsexuals and stuff like that.
It's situational. Well, no, because it's like, okay, you got yourself evicted. I hope you're not expecting me to help you move.
No.
I gave you rent money and you still got evicted.
Right.
Yeah, you're on your own on that move, bro.
Yeah.
You're on your own. You made those poor choices. Mm-hmm. But nothing in this world is that black and white. It's like,
no, it's not.
What kind of history? Have we known each other months? Have we known each other years? What kind of relationship do we have?
Right.
It's a whole other thing. Like a childhood friend makes a dumb mistake. Mm-hmm. Because of the historical aspect, I'm more likely to let it slide.
Right. But if you just met this person, let's say a month or two,
well, then I'm not giving you money in the first place. You ain't deserving of a gift.
Yeah.
If I knew someone months, I'd be like, hey, man, can you help me out? Like, sorry, bro, can't help you.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I wouldn't say funny, but my mom, she actually owns a couple places that she rents out. And so this one person who's staying at my mom's house that she owns, that she rents out, that apparently they got separated from whatever. And so I guess the husband or boyfriend name is on the utilities. And so he says, fuck you. I'm going to shut down all your utilities. Sends a text message to my mother. And my mother, her English is not great. And so she shows us to me the text. It's like, hey, I can't afford the deposit for utilities. Is there any way you can put the utilities under your name? I'm like, you signed a contract, bitch. You do not deserve my mom's, no, my mom is not obligated to do that. In fact, it should be your responsibility. And it's like, I'm sorry if you cheated on your husband. That's not my problem.
That's no one's fault but your own.
That's why
Think
we have
about
contracts.
the consequences of your actions.
That's why we have fucking contracts, because, hey, it's on the sheet of paper. You signed it. You agreed on it. And you're not keeping your own bargaining. And so you have to deal with the problem you have.
Well, that's the kind of things you should think about before you cheat on anyone. How is this going to negatively affect my life?
Yeah. And that's the thing, though. It's like, dude, and that's part of the reason why I like the deal industry, even though it's kind of weird, because porn, sex is so, love and sex are two different things.
1000%.
But people look at it as, oh, you cheated on me. It's like, well,
cheating is a violation of trust.
It's a violation of trust. And so, like, if a girl comes up to you like, hey, I'm going to fuck this guy, but I'm going to come back to you, that
may or may not be cool.
May not be, but it really depends on you.
Right. That depends on my situation.
Yeah.
But she's putting it up front, and if I say it's not cool, and she goes forward with it anyways, then we're done.
Then we're done.
But if I'm cool with it, all good.
Yeah.
If I'm not cool with it, and that's a deal breaker for her, she can leave the situation. But it's much better that she's upfront about it.
Yeah, that's for me. That's what keeps the trust. If you communication, honesty is what bridge trust together, and obviously love is kind of like the enhancement of it.
Love is the trick of the brain chemicals.
Yes, that's true. But yeah, there's times where, dude, like if people associate sex and love together, dude, there's times where, like, dude, you're tired or you had a long work day and then my partner is fucking horny. I was like, dude, either get a sex toy, or if you need to find a dude to fucking fuck you, do it.
I've definitely had sex with people who I don't even know their fucking name. I definitely didn't love them.
Right. So, but I mean, it's just like, why, as human beings, we're not meant to be monogamous?
That's what the science says.
Absolutely not. Men are trained in their DNA to drop loads in every single female to spread their genes and DNA through the next generation. That's what we are. We're nothing but animals.
Damn right we are. We're pleasure monkeys. But on that note, Joe, we're going to call last call.
All right.
Where can we find you on social media? Where can we find your podcast?
Okay. So the podcast is called Conversation with the Big Guy. You can find it on iTunes. We also have a YouTube channel called the Feed Me More channel, which is Ryback's tagline in the WWE. So we videotape our podcast, so you can see me and Ryback kind of riff with each other. Then also our Ryback's friend JD, he used to be a former wrestler. He's always chiming in on Skype. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's Webmaster Joe. I go by Asian Joe sometimes. And then also have a website called asianjoe.com. And there.
Rock and roll. Check out Joe's stuff. When AVN comes out, hopefully Joe will take down the trophy.
You know what? Just being nominated is actually rewarding enough. It is. No, I truly am honored that I got the recognition, but there's a lot of more people that are more deserving, and the way I look at it is more of a celebration of what we do. And that's, like I said, I've always said I appreciate everyone in the industry because they're making sacrifices with their choices because society doesn't accept them, and that's what I like about this industry.
Well, hopefully society will begin to accept us a bit more. But on that note, you can find me at Matt_Slayer on Twitter, Matt Slayer on Instagram, Matt F. Slayer on Facebook. You can find the podcast at And Now We Drink on Twitter, and Now We Drink _ on Instagram, and Now We Drink on Facebook. Until next week, drink up, motherfuckers.
Awesome.